regular sauna use can decrease inflammation, which will help to decrease oxidative stress in general in your entire body, as well as potentially Welcome to the Dr. Akash Show. My name is Dr. Akash Bajaj, and I am a triple board certified physician focusing on providing you rituals and routines to help keep you resilient and robust. We focus on getting you maximally optimized. Now, today I want to discuss with you something that I personally have incorporated into my daily routine, and that is sauna use. Let's talk a little bit about sauna use, the potential benefits, and then practical considerations on how you can do sauna use and maximize the benefits for you. Now, sauna use has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. There is a lot of scientific data backing up the benefits of sauna use. In this episode, I'm going to discuss 7 primary benefits of sauna use, and then we will discuss rituals and routines on how you can incorporate this immediately after this video to keep you resilient and robust. So let's get into it. Now, sauna use has been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. Most of the research published has been on the Finnish and Scandinavian populations due to the origin of sauna. One of the biggest benefits that we see from regular sauna use is metabolism. Now, number one, sauna can speed up metabolism. How does it do this? When you're in a traditional sauna, the air temperature around you is increasing, and that increases your body temperature. And when you increase your body temperature, your heart rate goes up, and your cardiovascular activity tends to increase. When this happens, you tend to sweat to maintain body temperature. But that increase in body temperature, increase in heart rate, and overall increase in your functionality and your physiology increases metabolism. Now, why is this important? Well, increasing metabolism has been shown to improve cardiovascular fitness and cardiovascular health. In a 2019 study, research was done on 10-minute sauna sessions, 4 of those with 5 minutes in between, on a group of overweight, sedentary young males. Now, what the research showed us is after that first 10-minute session, the overall calorie burn went up from baseline by about 73 extra calories. However, by that last 10-minute session, the overall calorie burn almost doubled to 134 calories. So increasing your metabolism, in addition to cardiovascular fitness and cardiovascular health, may also help burn a few extra calories. Now, because of this cardiovascular improvement, this leads us into benefit number 2, which is increasing overall cardiovascular health and cardiovascular fitness. Utilizing a sauna on a regular, consistent basis has several heart-healthy benefits. Now, there are studies demonstrating and concluding regular sauna use can decrease heart disease and decrease blood pressure. In addition, regular sauna use can decrease inflammation, which will help to decrease oxidative stress in general in your entire body, as well as potentially decreasing lipid and blood pressure levels. Additionally, it may also help to reduce the stiffness of the arteries and the blood vessels, which will overall help with elasticity and functioning of your arteries and your cardiovascular system. Interestingly, there's a study published showing that regular sauna use, defined as 4 to 7 sessions per week, has an overall decrease in cardiovascular mortality in both men and women. So if you're using the sauna 4 to 7 times a week in ways that we will discuss here shortly, you're going to decrease your overall likelihood of death from any cardiovascular source significantly. In addition, this improvement in cardiovascular fitness, namely decreasing blood pressure, can enhance your ability to exercise, and it will improve and potentiate the benefits of the exercise that you are doing. Now, this leads us into the next potential benefit of sauna use on a regular basis, which is improving overall lifespan. Now, how does this work? Well, if you're improving your cardiovascular fitness by decreasing your overall blood pressure, decreasing your chance of stroke or heart attack, you are by definition going to increase your lifespan and your longevity. In addition to this, however, by also decreasing inflammation and constantly exposing your body to these heat stressors, you undergo a process called hormesis. And hormesis basically is helping your body deal with oxidative stress and triggering an assortment of protective chemical reactions. Now, these chemical reactions can help with promoting cell repair and cell damage and decreasing your response to other stressors, overall improving your lifespan. A study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association following 2,300 males over the course of 20 years demonstrated an overall improvement in lifespan and longevity markers, specifically by decreasing cardiovascular events, decreasing risk of things like heart attack, stroke, managing and maintaining blood pressure, all led to lower risks of premature death. Another study following over 1,600 males and females demonstrated that regular sauna use, defined as 4 to 7 times per week, had a 27% less chance of a cardiovascular event and a 50% lower chance of cardiovascular mortality. These people were half as likely to actually die from a cardiovascular event than people who didn't go to the sauna at all or went once a week. Now, the next benefit of sauna use comes with your physical fitness. If you've noticed, many people choose to go to the sauna after they do a workout. Now, there's good reason behind this. Not only is it overall relaxing and kind of a great way to cool down after an intense workout, but data has demonstrated that when we are in a sauna, something called heat shock proteins are released. And guys, when these heat shock proteins are released, these help with overall muscle repair, muscle growth by increasing protein synthesis, and decrease cell damage. Saunas also increase the production of something called nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide has been known to dilate the blood vessels, increasing blood flow to those muscles you just worked out, which will help with overall muscle recovery. A study published very recently in 2023 demonstrated that sauna use after a workout can reduce muscle soreness as well as perceived recovery. Now, these two factors alone will lead to increased endurance and stamina while you work out. As a matter of fact, guys, there's a small study published following male long-distance runners, and with these runners showing that regular sauna use over the course of only 3 weeks showed a monstrous 32% increase in overall endurance in these athletes after 3 weeks of regular sauna use. Now, another huge benefit of sauna use is it decreases inflammation and it increases your body's immune response. This translates practically into you having less chances of being sick, being under the weather, and just having a stronger immune response and stronger immune function. So if you find yourself kind of under the weather a lot, or you find yourself getting sick a lot, despite taking all the proper supplements and taking care of yourself, consider adding sauna into your routine because it can literally boost your immune system response, which will help you avoid things like the common cold, viral flu infections, or upper respiratory infections, things of that nature. A study published demonstrates that regular sauna use decreases inflammation and decreases inflammatory biomarkers in the blood. And this is one of the reasons thought to be why the immune system also gets so boosted after sauna use. So clearly, tons of potential benefits for the body, but what about the mind? There is also evidence out there showing that regular sauna use can increase neurogenesis. Neurogenesis is basically increasing new nerve cells or nerve connections, the neurons. Furthermore, regular heat exposure and regular sauna use can increase something called brain-derived neurotropic factor. Now, this brain-derived neurotropic factor is thought to be responsible for helping with memory and learning. Now, guys, this is huge. There's a study published in 2017 in the Journal of Age and Aging demonstrating a decreased likelihood of Alzheimer's and neurodegenerative disease states with regular sauna use. In addition, there is another study published looking at over 16,000 men and women over a 20-year period with regular sauna use. And now what this demonstrated is if you use the sauna 9 to 12 times per month, you have a greater than 50% decrease in the likelihood of developing Alzheimer's and any sort of dementia type state. In addition, there was a study published looking at 14,000 men and women over the course of 20 years. Now, what this study demonstrated is there was a greater than 50% decrease in developing dementia in that patient population versus people that use sauna less frequently or not at all. And of course, finally, number 7, the sauna also has significant benefit with just feel-good hormones, right? We all go to the sauna once in a while because we just feel good after we get out. Now, scientifically, there is a reason for this. Sauna use has been shown to increase endorphins, which are feel-good hormones, and decrease inflammation simultaneously. A study published looking at over 2,000 males using the sauna on a regular basis demonstrated because of this potential change that they had a lower risk of developing psychotic and psychological disorders such as schizophrenia. In addition, there is more research out there demonstrating that sauna use may help with decreasing pain, improving sleep, and overall having a greater sense of well-being. There's also some suggestions out there by certain authors that regular sauna use on a regular basis can increase growth hormone so significantly, somewhere from 200 to 300%. Now, this is if you're using it on a regular basis, 4 to 7 times per week. Now, these are all humongous benefits that we've talked about, right? But are there any negatives? Yes, there are. You should be very mindful of using the sauna if you're pregnant, if you have any sort of chronic disease state. Obviously, get clearance from your doctor before you do that. And if you're a young male looking to maybe start a family, your regular sauna use can definitely decrease sperm count. Now, the question often comes up on sauna use versus steam room use. Which one's better? Are they the same? Now, listen, there's much more research out there on sauna use, and primarily the benefits with sauna use are considered to be a little bit superior to the steam room because the temperature gets a little bit higher. It's more of a dry heat, so it actually promotes sweating, unlike a steam room. And frankly, it's just more studied overall. So now we know the benefits of sauna use. Let's talk about some rituals and routines that you can use when you start to use the sauna. Now, here are some very important things to keep in mind as you begin incorporating the sauna into your daily routine or into your regular routine. Number one, stay hydrated. As you begin to use the sauna more and more, it's very important to stay hydrated, especially with electrolytes. Because don't forget, when you're going into the sauna, you are intentionally sweating. So you're intentionally losing water, you're intentionally losing salt and electrolytes. So if you're going in with a deficit, it's going to be much more difficult to continue to do it for the recommended time period of 15 to 20 minutes. And you're just going to have an overall unpleasant experience. Like anything in life, if you're not prepared, you're not going to excel and do as well as you potentially could. So stay hydrated, number one. Number two, when exiting a sauna, make sure you replace the fluid that you lost with anywhere from 2 to 3 glasses of water, but also consider electrolytes, because a lot of what you're losing in the sauna is electrolytes as well as just hydration and water. Next, of course, avoid alcohol. Alcohol, in addition to all the other potential negative effects, can also dehydrate you. So going into a sauna, when you start to have all these cardiovascular changes like heart rate, increased metabolism, increased sweating, the last thing you need to do is have something like alcohol on board to just kind of muddy up the waters on the potential benefits and maybe even put you in harm's way. Now, how do you incorporate your sauna into your routine? So here are the numbers that most of the studies typically recommend to get all of the benefits we've talked about. Number one, each session should be about 15 to 20 minutes in length. All right, 15 to 20 minutes. And you want to be at a temperature of 80 to 100 degrees Celsius, which translates to 176 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so 15 to 20 minutes at a time at those temperatures. And you want to incorporate the sauna into your weekly routine at least 4 times a week to get the maximum benefit. Guys, let's recap. So scientific use has been demonstrated to provide significant benefits, including cardiovascular benefit by decreasing chances of cardiovascular events, cardiovascular mortality, decreasing blood pressure, and improving cardiovascular fitness. In addition, sauna use has been shown to increase lifespan for the same reasons. Because you're decreasing these cardiovascular events, you're also decreasing inflammation. Sauna use has also been shown to improve mental health. Studies demonstrating decreased risks of dementia, Alzheimer's, and the likelihood of developing a psychotic disorder such as schizophrenia. Sauna use has also been shown to just increase feel-good hormones, like endorphin use. And also, as discussed, sauna use has been shown to increase metabolism ever so slightly by having this increased body temperature and all the other physiological changes. Don't forget, guys, you also get the heat shock proteins, which have significant cardiovascular effects, significant psychological, great effects in the central nervous system. You have some studies now talking about increase in growth hormone naturally with regular sauna use as well. So tons of potential benefits, very minimal downside. Now, one thing to keep in mind though is all of these potential benefits, they really come with regular, consistent use of the sauna. 4 to 7 times a week, 80 to 100 degrees Celsius, 15 to 20 minute sessions. So develop those rituals and routines into your daily schedule and see what that does for you. All of this will push you to becoming much more resilient because, as we always talk about, resilience is overcoming difficulty physiologically, psychologically, emotionally, etc., to help you push beyond the challenge that you're dealing with and move forward as quickly as possible. And of course, becoming much more robust. If you're now incorporating this tool, which is sauna use, and I do want you to think about it as a tool, not just a luxury experience, this tool will now add these additional benefits naturally, causing your body to become much more resilient to something like heat exposure, causing a decrease in inflammation, causing improved cardiovascular fitness, and all of this is going to lead you to becoming a more robust version of yourself. So guys, if you found any value in this episode today, please like, share, and subscribe so more like-minded people can see this. And so guys, don't forget, the best time to start something was yesterday. The second best time is today. Take one small step today to pushing yourself to becoming maximally optimized. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Dr. Akash Show.